the courage it took to make a film like that. Have you seen much backlash? I mean, again, you're connecting dots of our normal society leading to something, a rape culture. Those are strong connection points. Do you find much pushback on that from the Christian community, from people outside the community saying, no, it's normal. They're just kids. They're just at spring break.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've gotten it from all sides. With Liberated, we ended up losing our largest donor. It was a donor that was giving between $250,000 and $400,000 a year to our organization, and and as soon as they heard that the gospel was not going to be explicitly presented in the film, they pulled their support. And then we've gotten it from the other side as well, like with Nefarious, where we had a group of A-list actors that had pulled together and approached us and said, we want to do a red carpet for your film and blow this thing up and bring the media and get all this financial support behind it, but we need you to remove the spiritual content at the end. And again, it was a situation where we just felt like our obligation was to the story, and not to any one group trying to influence the outcome of whatever this project was supposed to be. And so that, cost us a lot of influence on the secular side of things. Liberated has cost us a lot of influence on the faith-based side of things. But we're not into influence peddling, and I'm passionate about that as a documentarian, because I see so much of the arts becoming a system of conformity. And that's actually antithetical to the spirit of what the arts is supposed to be, right? Like, we are supposed to be challenging the status quo. Yeah. And I think, especially in the church, we are just very skeptical, of anything that isn't towing the party line. And we're very uncomfortable with just to say it plainly, like, in the church, we are very uncomfortable with artists. And because they're nonconformists, because they are critical thinkers, because they will challenge and give pushback and want to see different perspectives, And I think a lot of the way that our church culture and community has been developed is around the idea of, like, the man of God brings the teaching, and it's really not perceived as an offering, but more as something to be believed. And so it creates these communities of indoctrination, of loyalists, of conformity, and then then you try to plant an artist in that environment, and they're gonna challenge and give pushback and critical thinking, and so it's difficult, and I wish a lot of that terrain would be reformed and reshaped. I have a lot of thoughts on all of that, but just to say that we don't fit in anyone's box, but I think that's the right box be in as a documentarian. And so, we've gotten it from all sides.
I'm sure.